I'm Warren Leaf. I am the founder of UnlockTheDay.com, website www.unlocktheday.com. Today we're going to be talking about intentionality and why intentionality is so important in every aspect of your life. So what is intentionality? It really means being deliberate and purposeful in the choices that you make, the decisions that you make, how you really live your life. So let's talk about some specifics about intentionality and why it's so important. Let's start with goal setting, right? So goal setting, setting clear and specific goals. You may have heard about SMART goals and how important they are in time management, keeping you on track. Goal setting is the key to your day, whether it's a personal achievement, a work achievement, dealing with your kids, getting your kids on a schedule. Goal setting is critical to being intentional in your day. And that leads me right into communication. Why is communication so important? Why do you need to be intentional in your communication? We have so many different ways of communicating today, whether it's on your phone, whether it's in person, whether you're in a meeting, however you're dealing with communication, clear, crisp, concise communication is so important. Being intentional in the words that you're speaking, just as I'm doing today, the words that I'm speaking are intentional because they have so much input into how you live your life every single day. In a relationship, communication is absolutely key. Clear, honest, open communication. Without it, your relationship can be in a bad place. And you want to keep that relationship open and moving and flowing. So, communication in a relationship is key. In a business relationship, even more important, emails are so misunderstood. Text messages can be so misinterpreted. It is so important that they are clear and concise. And honestly, the best way to communicate, even in this high-tech world, is either in person or on the phone so that your message is well understood and there are no miscommunications, there are no gaps. Leading me into time management, right? So how do you live your day? What does your day look like? For me, there's a very specific morning routine that is important to me. And if you go to the website, unlocktheday.com, you're going to find some literature about your morning routine, how important it really is to you. So let's talk about time management. We have so many things going on, and especially if there's kids in the family, getting them up in the morning, getting them to school, managing your day, whether you're working or you're home. What does that look like? How do you stay efficient in your day? And then at the end of the day, you got to get the kids home from school. There's homework, there's dinner, there's all the things that are going on. And if you have student athletes, that even complicates things more because now you've got to build that all into the blend. I'm going to talk a little bit about intentionality in relationships, because if you're not really intentional in that relationship, if you are not completely focused on all aspects of the relationship, and relationships, obviously, they're really hard. And especially in this environment today where there's so much going on, and from a financial aspect, a lot of people are just trying to get through the day financially. Having a solid relationship, an intentional relationship where both partners know what the expectations are, is really, really a key to a successful relationship. If you go to my other website, livinglifeinspired.com, there I talk about in-depth relationships, divorce, everything that may encounter a relationship is on livinglifeinspired.com. But for now, we're going to talk about unlocktheday.com because that's really where we're talking about intentionality. We're going to be talking about confidence. We're going to be talking about discipline and consistency. All of these things are so important to making your day as successful as it can be. Intentional also takes into account your life relationships, right? So how do you manage your physical being? What's important to you? Diet, exercise, hydration. What are the good and what are the bad? And being intentional and making sure that you're living your best life physically and mentally really comes down to what are you putting into your body and how are you managing your body with everything we had just talked about from a time management perspective. We don't always have a lot of time for ourselves. Making that time, being intentional to set a time frame where you can focus on you, where you can be intentional on your meal preparation so that you're making sure you're eating healthy meals and your family's eating healthy meals is just so important. You have to be creative when you're being intentional because as I talked, life is all over the place and we are so busy and we are so distracted. So making sure that you're really intentional in how you manage yourself and how creative you are in managing yourself is the cornerstone really of everything that we're talking about here. So it's intentionality, it's consistency, it's discipline. We're going to talk about that in future episodes. We're going to talk about consistency and discipline and how that plays into everything. But from an intentional perspective, having that mindset, understanding the value of being intentional is really what's going to help move you forward. And when you take intentionality and then you blend it with consistency and you blend it with discipline, all of those come together to really make a well-rounded day for you. And again, for me, it starts with your morning routine. So go back to the website, unlocktheday.com, look at what's out there for you. I'm happy to have a conversation with you about it because it really transforms how you go through every day. I'm here. If you need anything, please feel free to reach out, unlocktheday.com. We'll talk next about discipline and the importance of discipline in your day. I hope you guys have a great day. I look forward to speaking with you again. Again, I'm Warren Leaf, and I am the founder of UnlockTheDay.com. Have a great day, everyone.